Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the PV graph or the indicator diagram. So PV graph is also called as indicator diagram, and we must know how to calculate work done from a PV graph, right? So let's take a case of a PV graph where if this is your PV graph and suppose this is the graph, right? Suppose the system goes from point A to point B. So at point A, suppose the volume and pressure are P1 and V1, right? And here the pressure and the volume are P2 and V2. Look at this, we have not written in the form of coordinates, because in mathematics the coordinates, when we write the coordinates, we write the x-axis coordinates first. But in physics, in thermodynamics, while drawing this indicator diagram, there is a trend of writing the pressure first. So this is actually the y coordinate we have written. So no mathematical concept here we have applied here. Now if we have to find the work from PV graph, now how to find that work? We need to understand that whenever we calculate work, the formula for work is PdV if we are talking about the gases. We have studied this. Now here this dW is PdV. Now if PdV we have to calculate, that means on one axis we have pressure, on other axis we have volume. So if we multiply these two quantities, we get work. That means the area will give us the work. This is one thing which you must get it. Otherwise also we can divide this complete area between this curve and the volume axis into thin strips, right? Thin strips of very small volume dV, 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 and so on. Right? So if we divide this into thin strips of dV thickness, then in order to find the total work, I'll have to find the areas of these strips. Why so? Now let's suppose for one strip the work done is dW. So let's mark, let's take this strip, right? And suppose the work done for this transition is dW and dV is the volume change on the volume axis. So we can write dW is PdV. Now how to find that? For this very small value, this P can be considered nearly constant. So this can be considered as rectangular strip area. This will be PdV. This will be actually the small work done during this. Now if you have to find the total work from A to B, right? So for total work from A to B, how will you find that? This is to be calculated, the total work is to be calculated. Then this is PdV, the small work, and we can integrate from first initial volume to final volume. And this is what? This is actually the area. So this was the area of one strip, and for the total work, what will we do? We will find the areas of all the strips. right? So this means integration PdV means, this means the area, total area of all strips. What does that mean? That means the total area enclosed between the AB graph and the volume axis. So work done given by the total area enclosed between the PV graph and volume axis. This is an important result which will be used in the numericals, right? Now we can discuss about the cyclic process and then we can take a numerical. Cyclic process. As the name indicates, cyclic process is the process in which the system returns to its original position. So what will be the graph for the cyclic process? So let's take a case where the system goes from A to B this way, that means expansion is there, and then after again compression is there and the system returns to its original position. So in this case the initial and the final position is same. So you can say that the system returns to the initial position. This is one point for cyclic process. Second point is that since it returns to its original position, we know that internal energy is path independent. It depends on the initial and the final position. So the change in internal energy is equal to 0, since final internal energy minus initial internal energy is equal to 0, as final state is same as initial state, right? So change in internal energy is 0. So what does that mean? Third point comes out here from first law. Delta Q is equal to delta U plus delta W. Since here for a cyclic process delta U is 0, so therefore delta Q is equal to delta W. Since here delta U is equal to 0 in a cyclic process, right? Now here how to find the work done from this PV graph for cyclic process? So for this work, we know that for A to B transition, so what will be the work? The work will be the complete work which is shown by this green dots. So you can say this is A, B, C, D through path 1. So this is A, B, C, D. So the area of A, B, C, D. So this total work done will be work done in A to B process plus work done in B to A process, right? So work done in A to B process will be area ABCD, that is during this expansion. So this is positive work, right? And then we have, this is path 1, and then we have area BC DA, and this is path 2. We are marking this as path 2. So what will be this? This will be this, and this work will be minus, since this is compression. Compression, how do we know? Because the volume is decreasing. In this case, volume is increasing. At A the volume is less, at B the volume is more. So here it is increasing in volume, at path 2 it is decreasing in volume. So this is compression. When compression is there, this is work done which is negative because compression is there. So from here, this quantity is plus, this quantity is minus. So overall there will be subtraction. So this is equal to actually the area enclosed by the loop of the cyclic process. This gives the work done in cyclic process. This is very important result, and I hope you understood both the things. That's all for now. Have a nice day.